you guys have a problem today? I know.
Welcome to Game 1 of the March 20th edition of Tito Jack Sports.
Contestants,
So far,
how
the
you
singers have
doing?
done up to
Welcome to our show. Why don't you tell me how many
$287,750.
people are going to be playing this game?
Just me.
You're a single player, is that right? All right, could you give me your name, please?
Okay.
The grapes, put them there, and walk away quickly.
Okay, you want to do a 7-question game or you want 21?
21.
Questions
Yes,
have to
gotcha.
be about.
Shut up!
Hold on a second. Come on, let's get going.
Take it in.
Come on. What the hell are you looking at? I said go!
Okay. Aces and finger rolls.
Category
Stupid
time.
ways to
What's it
protect
gonna
your time. Streaks and streakers.
Here's your category. Streaks and streakers. And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Wipe off your finger and get it ready. Let's get busy. If the owner of Major League Baseball's longest hitting streak had been known to skip,
DiMaggio.
Jolton Joe holds the record for hitting in 56 consecutive games. All right, Joe, if you get on, I want you to steal second, but for God's sakes, don't slide.
Okay. Don't get potatoes.
Okey
Plagiarism
doke, give me a
means that.
category.
Who's the clown playing first?
This one's gonna be plagiarism, Canadian style. This question's worth $2,001 bills. Did you know that 2 Canadian Football League teams have the same nickname? Based on the fact that another team had the name first, which CFL team should change its nickname to the Copycats? Calgary Stampeders, Saskatchewan Roughriders, Toronto Argonauts, or Montreal Alouettes?
Wouldn't that be the Alouettes?
Alouettes? Jonte Pluma wrong-o.
Technically right, because the Baltimore
Let's take a
Stallions
look at the
reincarnated.
big money answer. The Saskatchewan Roughriders can trace their name all the way back to 1924, but the CFL's Ottawa Roughriders have still got them beat by 26 years. Not much originality there, but what do you
It's
expect?
kind of a bad
The
question
Canadians-
because the Baltimore
Hey?
Stallions reincarnated Marshall Owls are wrong. Golf tees
How
of
about
deadly
it? Hit me
curve.
with the category.
Trick or treat!
The category is a deadly curve, and this one's going to be worth $3,000. It's one thing to be able to strike a batter out, but based on his Olympic performance, which of these pitchers could possibly kill a batter with a javelin from 80 yards away? Dwight Gooden, Warren Spahn, Cy Young, or Steve Carlton?
For some reason, I see Steve Carlton.
As we say in Russia, Nyet!
Was good.
Anyone interested in the right answer? Here you go. Cy Young won the javelin throw in the 1952 Summer Olympics in Helsinki with a throw of over 80 yards. Man, I'd hate to see his brushback pitch.
Completely unrelated. Basketball winners.
All right, come on,
Heads
hit
up!
me. We need a
Divine
category.
intervention in the NFL.
Look at me, I got a 4. Ouch.
The category is divine intervention and the NFL. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Okay, coming at you. Heads up. If the NFL were to assemble a personal highlights film
Be
for
the,
God,
the
which of
Lord's
the following
player,
famous
wouldn't
the
it?
Lord's player? There's never been a Lord's player, although I do remember seeing guys getting nailed into the goalpost plenty of times.
Back in the 60s. Tell you what, kids.
Okay,
Hot
pick a
serious
category.
ones. A cup would have worked just fine. Yeah.
You
You owe me 5.
And this category is a cup would have worked just fine. Oh yes, this one's worth 3,000 bananas. Everything in place? Because here she
Okay.
comes. As you're receiving the checkered flag at the Indy 500, you notice that the official waving the flag looks exactly like what's on top of the winner's trophy. Who's waving you home? A track official with no head, a pig with a checkered flag, a naked track official, or Teddy Roosevelt with a flag and a racing fire suit?
I guess the track official doesn't have a head, actually.
No, but those track officials really dance around when you cut off their heads.
Was it?
You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. The checkered flag waver on the top of the Borg Warner trophy is naked. So I guess that's not a gear shift in his pocket. Whoa!
Okay. Roger!
Okey
What national
doke,
anthem
give me a
singer sang?
category.
Love that American body.
An abominable performance. It makes me sick.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Roger, I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. All right, let's get this ball rolling. Based on his famous accomplishment in track and field, which of these might track star Roger
Finish
Bannister
in
do in
under
the
4
bedroom?
minutes.
Roger Bannister was the first person to break the 4-minute mile. 4 minutes. Boy,
Mark
his wife be
Spitz,
thrilled?
Javier Sotomayor, Dick Foster. A corsage in the
Category
bowl.
time.
I
What's it
like
gonna
to teach
be?
the world to smell. Mom, there's a head in my cereal.
Tag team naked skydiving tonight at 7.
And the category is a corsage and a bowl. Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. Okay, hang tight, put your finger on your buzzer. Here's the question. If Martha Stewart were to design a corsage using only the colors found in the names of college bowl games, which of these
Wouldn't that be
colors would be
aqua?
missing? There is no aqua bowl.
Starting with the rough and
Aqua
an
bowl
so,
sounds
but
like a toilet
I could kind
deodorizer.
of bounce back
Martha
with a
may
gibberish
disagree,
question.
but I don't think those things would make good corsages. Woo.
Like a cool slap in
How
the
about
face.
it? Hit me
Bad
with the
advice for
category.
stand-up comments. I never liked Skinny Womanizer.
Uh-oh, press
Yep.
Futz Mitts Grime Board.
So till question 8 to get gibberish questions, so...
It's time for a ticklish Tesco.
All right, now here's your category for this gibberish question. Bad advice for stand-up comics. The opening value is 5,000 clammies. Okay, now remember you don't have a lot of time here, so the less time you take, the more money you make. Okay, tell me, with what bit of coaching advice does this rhyme? Make a small poo the last bit.
Make a small poo the last bit.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Coaches shout this in basketball.
Small
They shout it to encourage players to go inside. What, like time for dinner? It's how you score 2 points. Hey, shot clock's running down on this one.
Just let expire. That'd be a shot clock violation.
Hey, Johnson, be aggressive. Make a small poo the last bit.
Oh, take the ball to the basket. That was a... Gibberish questions
So what's
are
his next piece
not
of
my
handy
strength.
advice? Throw the ball into the basket?
Playing real heads
All
up
right,
basketball.
come on,
No
hit
hot
me.
dogs,
We need
but
a
terrific
category.
cookies. Amputation on the polo ground.
Runners, take your mark. Set. 9.
And the category is amputation on the polo grounds. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Hang on tight. Here we go. Why would it be a cruel irony to lose your right arm as a result of a polo injury? Polo goals are called right armers. Polo mallets may not be held in the left hand. All horses must be steered with the right arm, or polo horses only have 3 legs.
I think horses have to be steered the right hand, but only a logical guess.
Let's take a look at the correct answer. To prevent mallet collisions, polo players must hold their sticks with the right hand and steer with the left. Unless you're Prince Charles, in which case you just hang on and try not to bounce your chin on the horse's head so much.
Okay. Tune in, tune out,
Okay,
drop
pick a
out, saddle.
category.
What's the fight? You front row seats of your life, matey!
Hang 10. Here's the category. Your front row seats or your life, matey. All right, $3,000 is riding on this one. Suppose famous pirate Captain Kidd were a huge sports fan. If Captain Kidd had lived in Pittsburgh during the 1920s and 1930s and had wanted to watch his fellow pirates on a team
There wasn't a
called the
basketball team
Pirates,
called
which
the
pro sport
Pirates.
could he not have seen? Baseball? There has been no Pittsburgh Pirates pro basketball team.
The Pirates exist in hockey in the 20s. The Pirates
No surprise
existed
there.
until
You ever
football
try to
till
slam
late
dunk with a
1940
parrot
when
on
they
your
changed
shoulder?
to the Steelers.
All right, that's one round
Pittsburgh's
down.
only had
Now
one
don't
team
get
in the
distracted
games
by the
lasted
round
1
card,
year.
girl, because we're off to round 2.
They're called, I believe, the
Okay,
Ironman, I
pay
believe.
attention, because all the sports questions in round 2 are worth more money. All right, let's go.
Okay. In my day, that's a bunch of
Okey-doke, give
food.
me a category.
Balls, 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 balls!
U-T-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. 11.
The category, in my day. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. All right, pay attention. Here comes the question. All right, fine. Old timers did have it rougher than kids today. Which of the following is not a real rule from the past? Boxing, gouging allowed. Water polo may hold your opponent underwater. Rugby, punching above the waist permitted. Or baseball, ball tampering legal.
I know tampering was legal back in when the NA was starting. I would guess punching above the waist permitted. Going to be a guess.
Let's see what a good player would have answered. Rugby players
What
have
was-
never been formally allowed to punch each other. Yeah, I'm
that,
sure that
I would have been
never
right
happens.
though. So it was a logical guess. So. Product endorsements and
Category
upset
time.
summers.
What's it gonna be?
Saved by the dumbbells. What's will you step it, big guy?
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a 12-pounder, eh?
The category behind this question is Watch where you're stepping, big guy. Okay, swing this one and I'll give you $2,000. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. Suppose you decided to use the entire world as a baseball field. Because of its geometrical shape, what would be the most logical thing to use as home plate? The San Andreas Fault Line, the Bermuda
It'd be the
Triangle,
Pentagon,
Red
isn't
Square.
it?
Home plate has 5 sides. And with the Pentagon as home plate, you're going to have to watch out for your other bases suddenly closing down.
Man with breasts.
All
The
right,
backward
come on,
jumble.
hit me.
What
We
the
need
hell? We're in
categories.
prison
The
anyway.
thrill of victory, the agony of 13.
The name of this category is What the Hell? We're in prison anyway. And this one's $4,000 for a right answer. So, you feeling anxious? Me too. Let's go. If incarcerated felons wanted to tick off the authorities by playing an illegal sport during their breaks in the prison courtyard, what would they need to have smuggled into the prison? A medicine ball, sabers and epées, metal-tipped lawn darts, or Speedos and a
That'd be
polo
melted
pony?
lawn darts.
Metal-tipped lawn darts were outlawed in the United States in 1988.
Yeah, the drugs with the culture kind of influenced
But
because
hey,
it
I know where you can
kill you
score
because it hits into
something
the
really
brain.
cheap.
High octane pills.
How
Who
about
says there's
hit me
no
with the
plan in these
category?
movies? Done, kids.
Uh-oh, mess butted slime chore.
Round 2.
Once again, it's time for a Nickerclish Rescue.
The category for this gibberish question, darn kids. Opening value for this gibberish question is 10,000 beans. All right, to solve this puzzle, you got to think fast, because every second and a half, I'm ticking off a little bit of cash.
Let's get some redemption.
Okay, tell me, what does this rhyme with? Now, don't let the punctuation fool you. Stinker, who severs new pants?
Stinker. Who serves new punts?
Here's your first hint. It's a
Oh, Tinker to Everest the
Go for it.
Chance.
Type in your...
Joe Tinker to Johnny Evers to Frank
Did you think I was
Chance.
going to let you tinker with this one forevers? Fat chance.
Freak Mythomania.
Okie
Is there a
dokie,
dog
give me
tour
a
in this house?
category.
Brains and bronze.
It's question 15. It's question 15. The category is Greek Mythomania 4. And there's $6,000 at the end of this question. Imagine that the Greek hero Achilles has returned to Earth and has become, of course, a pro wrestler. If the hero Achilles has trouble with the heel in his very first professional wrestling match, what is his biggest problem? His tag team partner, his agent, the referee, or his opponent?
That'd be his opponent, actually.
In professional wrestling lingo, the good guy's the face and the opponent is the heel.
I've watched too much wrestling back in the night.
And the dope is the person who thinks wrestling matches aren't rigged.
Scoreless bait.
Category
Can I see
time.
somebody?
What's it gonna be?
Oh, they dance.
16.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Scoring with babes. And if you can figure this one out, I can pay you $4,000. All right, get yourself set. It's time. If the overheated character in Meatloaf's hit song Paradise by the Dashboard Light were parked at the site of Babe Ruth's very first Major League homer, where would he be trying to score? Forbes Field, the Polo Grounds, Fenway Park, or Yankee Stadium?
That'd be Fenway, ain't it?
You know, there's one thing I learned about defeat. It sucks.
Oh, was it?
Here's what
Polo?
you should have guessed. Playing for the Boston Red Sox, Babe Ruth hit his first Major League home run at the Polo Grounds in New York. And I think that guy in the song would have had his life turn out a lot better if he'd gone
Yeah.
home and
I was
played a
seriously
little
thinking I
pocket
knew Ruth
polo.
played for the Boston Red Sox. Okay, but who's going to pay for the
Okay,
beer?
pick a
Trash
category.
talk. World leaders on ice.
9 plus 8. 10 plus 7.
Here's your category. World leaders on ice. And I'll pay you $4,000 if you get this one right. Remember the World Hockey Association, that rival hockey
Oh,
league that
I've
competed
heard
with the
about it,
NHL
yes.
during the 1970s? Well, in their 1972 player lottery, the WHA teams made some celebrity draft picks as a publicity stunt. If they had signed every draft pick, whom would the hockey fans have seen on the ice that year? President Richard Nixon, Soviet Premier Alexei Kosygin, Great Britain's Queen Elizabeth II, or Tonight Show host Johnny
Would
Carson?
it be Alexei Kosygin?
Soviet Premier Alexei Kosygin was actually drafted by a WHA team.
That was a few years later. That
And I
felt
heard that
once.
Kosygin held out for more rubles. And
I
then
can
he showed up
imagine
at training
Kosygin
camp
going
about
in because
50
Aaron Curran
pounds
was still strong
overweight.
back then. Bowling for hookers.
All right,
Fuck
come
you.
on, hit me. We need a
Smells
category.
musty. 18.
This one's gonna be bowling for hookers. Okay, $2,000 is coming your way if you get this one. Get ready to buzz, cause here it comes. Say you know of a house of ill repute with a bowling theme. If this so-called bowling brothel offers a special on doubles, what would the ladies be featuring? 2 gutter balls, a 7-10 split, a mixed match, or 2 rolls and 2 strikes?
2 rolls, 2 strikes, man.
In bowling lingo, a double is when a player rolls 2 strikes in a row. When a brothel features 2 rolls in a row, it's called overtime. And pricey.
Yeah. Olympic aspects.
Okey
Skating on the
doke, give
shoes.
me a category.
After the wrestling match, I'm Gandhi!
Illegal use of the hands on question 19.
And this category is, after the wrestling match, I'm Gandhi. You get this question right, you pocket $6 grand. Ready on the trigger? Pull. If Mahatma Gandhi had represented India at the Olympics in freestyle wrestling, which of the following could have resulted in a penalty against him? Spinning on his opponent, taking salt tablets, refusing to eat before the match, or being too passive?
For some reason, if you're being too passive, I think you get. I would guess 4, but logically, because if you don't wrestle a certain time, I think it's timidity.
And let's see the correct answer. In Olympic wrestling, you can be penalized for being too passive.
Timidity.
And Gandhi's sit-down strike to protest the call could result in an easy pin.
Sports and competitions.
How about
H2.
hit me with
Oh,
the
that feels
category.
good. Don't mess with the law. 20.
The
Beautiful
category
hum
is
scream.
H2. Oh, that feels good. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. On your marks, get set. Here's the question. Say you're producing an X-rated video about water polo. If you want to name the movie after a scoring play where the ball never leaves the water, what would be the best title? Marco Solo, shoot the wet shot, going down to score, or so hungry they could eat a horse?
I would guess going down to score, but no one doesn't. Just came into the jack attack would be I should say.
This is the correct answer.
Was wet shot.
A shot attempted while the ball is in the water is called a wet shot. Gives a brand new meaning to making a big splash.
Okay. And Ashton Judgment.
All right, come
What
on.
are
hit
you
me.
on?
We need a category.
Loudmouths and Deformities. What are you on? Not a mystery. What are you on? Don't know.
Jack attack time. Soon as you see 2 words on the screen that go together, buzz in. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. Every time you're wrong. And one more thing, not all matches are equal. Remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. What are you on? Hopefully it's caffeine, because you're gonna need the speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beach volleyball. That's on sand, I believe. Yeah, so basically about playing it first. French Open, that's on clay. Of course, Ron Garrett these games for the clay courts. The massive John Ross. America's got their own water. Okay, number 5. I did wrong, you're on ice. No, snow tip. Yes, open 10. That's on, I would guess, not grass. Daco Turf 2. Stand up if you're on ice. That's the easy one. Hockey. Yep. It's a perfect jack attack. 36,000.
There was some serious action out there. Let's check out what it did to your score.
Yep, just like that.
That's the game.
Player, a win like this should put you in the Hall of Fame. But since you're the only player, it'd probably be a pretty small Hall of Fame, don't you think? Hey, and you know what it would say over the door?
You don't know Jack.
Thanks for watching.
Great show, everybody.